writing and then writing the paper. So steps before writing. Step one, you have to pick a good problem. Believe it or not, there's a good problem and a bad problem. What I mean by that is there's a good topic and a bad topic. We're going to look at a weak choice for a topic and then a good choice. Okay? And we're going to talk about 3 keys to finding a good problem to write about. Okay? Step 2, you need to brainstorm now you have the problem. Now you need to brainstorm and just think about, on paper, all of the possible solutions. Okay? And this is critical. This is important. Because you want to think about how you can solve the problem from every angle. Right? You want to look at it from every angle. Hey, this is hard to do if you've never done it before, especially if it's an issue that people are fighting over. All right? If the solution to the problem is debated, here's what the skill you have to have. Can you step out of yourself? Do you know what I mean by that? Let's say there's an accident in the intersection out here. Okay? There's a person standing on all 4 corners. The police come and they ask the guy on this corner what happened. He's going to tell a story from his viewpoint, isn't he? The policeman walks over to the other corner and he asks the old lady what she saw. She's going to tell another story. It's going to be the same, about the same thing, but she's going to see it from this perspective. Right? Then the police is going to come over here. And then the police is going to come. Anyone that saw it, as many people as he can find around the accident, if he's doing a good job, he's going to ask them. And all of the stories are going to have a common theme, but he's going to get different details. Okay? A brainstorm is doing that with the solution. You got to look at the problem 360 degrees. If you don't, you're going to leave something out, and the person, i.e. your teacher, reading your essay, is going to get to the end and say, but what about, that's not a good solution. There's a problem with that solution. See what I'm saying? That won't work. That's not logical. What about this? We all do it, right? You hear a solution to a problem and you think, that's weak, right? You don't want that to happen. So to keep that from happening, brainstorm all of the possible ideas, 360, okay? Pick your top 3. Pick the 3 that you think are the strongest, okay? Guess what? You just got... Okay? Step 3. Brainstorm the possible arguments to your solutions. So now this is what I mean by stepping out of yourself. You need to step out of yourself and think about the person reading your paper. What are they going to think about your solution? And you need to know what they're going to say before they say it. If you're going to propose something as a solution, you need to know what all the weaknesses are with it. And you need to acknowledge what the weaknesses might be. And that's a common strategy, okay? To diffuse your enemy, to help the reader understand that you've looked at it from every angle. And it just makes your argument that much stronger. Does that make sense? All right. So you pick your 3 top solutions, and then you step out of yourself and you look at it from the other point of view. Any possible weaknesses. Step 4. Then you want to take this information and start popping it into your outline. Okay? And what you're doing is you're creating the backbone of your paper. You're creating the skeleton of your paper. So think about transition words and phrases to use in your paper. Remember those coordinating conjunctions? Remember those logical connectors? Remember back in lower levels when they taught you how to use therefore, first, second, next, finally. Yeah, these are all, I want you ahead of time when you create your outline, really, it's okay. You need to transition from thought to thought. And if you know that you're, for example, going to offer a solution, and then you're going to think about what the weaknesses might be, you could use concession words like, Indeed, it's true that this may be the case, but here's how I would think. Anyway, think about the transition words, the signal words that you want to use inside your paper, and then write them in your outline, okay? Here's the deal. I'm going to let you use your outline on your first paper, which you will write on Monday, okay? And I think I'm even going to give you the topic ahead of time for the first paper, because I want you to brainstorm it well. I want you to outline it and think about this stuff, okay? So that when you come in, you're not stressing out over what you're going to say or how you're going to say it. You're just thinking then about how to kind of weave it all together into a beautiful essay. Does that make sense?
Yep.
Okay, you can stop.